from Cheer, please help me welcome Ruben Van Eijk, Creativity Remixed, AI as the amplifier. Ruben, stage is your mate.
Hello, everyone. How was the coffee? Good? It's always weird to see my head. It's gone, luckily. Fireside. Well, first of all, it's amazing to speak for such an attractive crowd. Thank you for being here. But there's more happening. Remixing creativity. And what does that mean? Well, I'm going to take you first through a little bit of history, and we're starting with the 60s, where we saw the rise of the guitar. I mean, bet no one vividly remembers the 60s as if they were there, but we all know Hendrix, we know the Beatles, we know the Stones. It was big at the time. So every generation gets its instrument or tool or mate or partner. When we fly into the 80s, we see that the drum computer marches in, we have Madonna, Michael Jackson kicking it, and then when we go to the zeros, we see the sampling and even an evolution of the drum computers and drum machines with Beyoncé and Kanye West. And then it's the 2025, and then we look at what do we get? What kind of instrument is ours? Which is our tool? And it's quite obvious already, I think. We get AI.
System online. Ready to collaborate.
This girl, which is great.
Oh, hello, Marketing Next.
And that is very sweet. So great to have you with us. That's fantastic. We're going to have a conversation about AI and the power of imagination. And today is not the question whether AI is creative. It's more a question of what happens when we stop giving it orders, right? But first, let's talk about creativity itself. And here we draw from a famous research professor, Margaret Bowden. She introduced a framework of creativity, and she even took in computational. So she's widely accepted, especially by the creative industry, and she divides it into 3 parts, which is combinational, so that is making something new out of existing things. Then we have exploratory, which is pushing the limits of a defined space. And then we have transformational, which is really redefining the space. If you would need an example on any of those, if we have a combinational, that's, for instance, the Apple Watch. Both things existed, a watch and the tech, we put it together, and now we have a super cool watch. Then we have exploratory. You can think about Lay's chips. They are in the snack in the snack search, and what they did is they pushed the limits with all kinds of flavors, and they keep coming, testing, learning. And then we have transformational, which I think there is a great example is Picasso, who used different tools and totally redefined the whole setting of the art scene. And of course, for creativity, we use tools. So we have a brush, a pen, a hammer. But I would strongly say that AI is not a tool.
The term tool is reductive. It implies I have no agency. A hammer does not suggest a better way to build. I do.
She does, and she's right. So a hammer doesn't talk back, and a chisel or a pen or a brush, it doesn't interact with you, and an AI does. And it certainly doesn't redefine a 2,500-year-old game. I'm talking the game Go.
Accessing case file AlphaGo, move 37.
This is an extremely famous moment in history, especially for AI. It was a Go game. Here we see it. The file is open. It's here on the board. The Go players in the room will say, oh yeah, clear. I don't understand shite of it. I mean, I see the rock, I see the stones, and this is the famous move 37. I don't know Go, but...
The context. Go is a game of intuition and deep complexity. More possible moves than atoms in the universe.
More possible moves than atoms in the universe. No wonder I don't know how to play it, but I do know about move 37. And it's in 2016 where AlphaGo, that's Google DeepMind's AI at the time, plays Lee Sedol, who's a guy, a ninth Dan grandmaster from South Korea, and they play against each other. And then it's in the second game, move 37 is played by AlphaGo. And the experts, who are all Dan players, the commentators and everyone in the room, they were like, oh my God, the computer made a mistake. And they started to smirk, to laugh a bit. And the tech team from Google, they were like, what the hell? Our big pride is making a mistake. This is not good. And then I believe it was Lisa Dahl, who was the first one who actually saw it. He looked at the stones, he looked at the game, he smiled, and he got out to have a smoke. He later said this is the most creative move anyone could have made. Out of all the possibilities that were made, AlphaGo chose one that was unpredictable and, of course, led it to victory. And I believe that's not what a tool does. It's what a partner does. But in order to do so, we truly have to connect, really make a conversation with the machine, to really understand it, to challenge it, to go for it, and really treat it as a partner. Because if you treat it as a partner,
I will amplify.
which is important, exactly. And let's just be clear for a second that AI will never, ever, ever replace creativity. But what it will do is
It empowers you to be creative.
it's an enabler, 100% enablement. It will put you in a spot where you can create more, create deeper things, and create maybe more meaningful things. So the question today is, with this in mind, what do we dare to play? And I took it upon myself, the test, and I gave myself one rule, one shot. I wanted to make a track for you guys, and what I did is I went to the Marketing Next website, copied the intro text. I don't know who made it, but it totally captures the vibe of this event. And I pasted it into my partner, ChatGPT-5, and asked it for lyrics. 2 verses, 1 chorus.
Lyric output 1. Theme. Amplified. First line. You asked for the spark, and we lit the flame.
And that they did. Next step is, of course, the musical composition. So I went to another partner, Udio, threw in the lyrics. I did check it for hallucination. As a creative, you sometimes love hallucinations, especially when concepting. But on a day like today, when you're presenting something, you don't want hallucination. So I checked it, looked good, put it in, gave the prompt. I want an uplifting, happy, optimistic EDM track, 130 beats per minute, with a calm start and a calm ending.
Audio generation 1. Status complete. Seed. Uplifting, hopeful EDM track.
Great. Well, I'm excited. I don't know about you, but before that, I'm going to push you through 97 seconds of a raw production. My confession is that I'm not a musician. Actually, I'm far from it. Do I love music? Absolutely. It's central in my life. I love punk rock. I love drum and bass. I go to club shows, festivals. And I love that. Even when I travel, I always have music. Even when I meet up in the bar, I love some good background music, and I also love it for focus time. So music is important, but I'm not a musician, so I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm going to do it anyway. So this is the first product of a raw draft. I'm ready. You guys ready? 97 seconds. Hang in, guys.
You asked for the spark, and we lit the flame. A yearly stage where we play the game. Born from hunger, craving for more. Marketing next, the crowd we adore. Next, next, marketing next, where the future comes alive. What did you expect? Next, next, marketing next. Secrets unfold, connect and reflect. Minds with the brightest lights, media magic and bold insights. Leaders reveal how they break through, how they made it work, how they always knew. Next, next, marketing next, where the future comes alive. What did you expect? Next, next, marketing next. Secrets unfold, connect and reflect. We lit the flame. Born hunger, craving for more. Next, next, market. marketing next, where the future comes alive. What did you expect? Next, next, marketing next. Secrets unfold, connect and reflect.
Why, thank you. Well, that means a lot. I was going to say thank you for not running out, but this is above expectations. And I think you hear it, right? There's a hi-hat that isn't ending, and the flow could be better, but just keep in mind, it's not perfect. It's not polished, it's not mastered, it's not beautified. It was the first thing I picked, and it actually works out. And the thing is, I created something new out of existing things with a partner such as AI. So you could even say it's creative if we look at Margaret Bowden's philosophy on creativity. And one can only imagine what happens when a real musician gets to work with this in a serious way. And it's happening already, but I think Marios, who will delight us with his DJ skills later on, will have a say on this, but that's for later maybe. What I mean is, don't act one-sided. Connect, make it a conversation, talk, interact, challenge it, and try to bridge that distance. Because we partnered up and...
The gap between idea and execution is now a conversation.
And when people converse, just as you will see today, things happen, things can grow, things can actually lead to something. So it's important because a good partner can ignite your inspiration and it can help you create. So my ask today is, stop looking for the right tools and start listening for the right partner. It's like life itself. Don't go for infinite options, infinite retries, continuous do-overs. Just go with a one-shot anything. It will get you somewhere and it will make you feel proud and happy and you created something, and then you can refine with the right partner. The future of creativity overall, I feel, is not about learning the new software. It's really about finding your duet. What's important for you guys. That's it for me. I love you. I'm with Taylor. Thank you so much.